everybody, I hope you guys are all doing well. Excuse me, but I did have to take some time also that I can learn this new editing system that I've been using. I was using an old one, but now I think I'm kind of used to this one, and I had some projects at work, so I'm trying to get back on the grind here, and I thought it would be so appropriate to come back with a bundt cake. And this one is so easy. It's a lemon cream cheese pound cake, and I'm sure you guys are going to enjoy it. Let's start this recipe off by zesting 2 lemons. We're going to need the zest of 1 lemon for the cake and the zest of the other lemon for the icing. Remember, when zesting a lemon, you only want the yellow part of the skin, not the white. And remember also to zest the lemons first before you try to extract any juice. For this recipe, you're going to need about 3 to 4 lemons depending on the size. After we've got all our juice ready, now we're going to go ahead and whip up our cream cheese and our butter. And we're just going to whip that up till it's nice and smooth. Remember, when making this recipe, all the ingredients should be room temperature, especially your butter, cream cheese, and your eggs. Once we've got the cream cheese and the butter all nice and blended, go ahead and give your bowl a good scrape around the sides, and then add your sugar. And then we're going to blend the 3 items together until they're nice and fluffy. Now, it may take 2 to 3 minutes or so before your butter, sugar, and cream cheese looks like this, but you definitely want this consistency. And after that, you want to go ahead and scrape your bowl down again, and we're going to start adding our eggs one at a time. Adding the eggs one at a time into the batter not only helps build a great batter, but it also gives it a chance to absorb all of the eggs that you're going to be putting into it. Unlike some cake recipes, in this particular one, the eggs are going to be the leavening because there is no baking powder in this particular recipe. And of course, you'll be able to get this recipe and the exact measurements at gdseasoning.com. Don't forget to check the links in the description area. So our batter is coming along really well. Now we're going to take some time to go ahead and incorporate the fresh squeezed lemon juice. And we're going to have a 1/4 cup. We're just going to pour that in as we mix. And make sure that's well blended, and that takes a few seconds, but go ahead and take your time and make sure that's done correctly also. Now what I'm going to do is sift out the cake flour, baking soda, and salt, and then I'm going to add it to the wet mixture 1 cup at a time. You'll notice as you start to blend that the flour, especially if you're using a hand mixer, that the flour will get pushed to the outer rim of the bowl. So just go ahead and take a spatula, scrape down your bowl, pushing that flour back to the center so it can get well incorporated. Now here's what I do for the batter. This is just me. But after I'm finished with the batter, I tend to add my lemon zest after the fact and I fold it in. You know why? Because when you add it in, when you add the lemon juice, the zest will wrap itself around the beaters. And so all that hard work of zesting, it ends up on your beaters and you have to shake it off and all that stuff. And I just do it then at the end. Now I'm just going to pour the batter into my 12-cup capacity. This is a 12-cup capacity bundt pan, okay? That has been buttered and floured all the way up the tube and the sides. And just pour the batter in there and then give it a little shake, and then it's going to go into a 325-degree oven. We're going to bake the cake for 1 hour and 20 to 1 hour and 30 minutes, or until a skewer is inserted and it comes out clean. The cake comes out nice and beautiful and puffy. And then what we're going to do is set it to the side and let it cool while we work on the icing. So I have a tablespoon of lemon juice and the zest of 1 lemon. I'm going to add some powdered sugar along with a couple of tablespoons of milk. Give the icing a good whisk and make sure all your lumps are out. And then we're going to set that aside. And I did this in the meantime while I let the cake stay in the pan for about 5 to 10 minutes, just enough for me to go ahead and turn it out onto a cooling rack. We're going to have to let this cake cool for at least an hour. Pound cakes take a little longer to cool off, especially ones of this density. So make sure you go ahead and release it and let it cool completely. I want you guys to be sure and share this video, leave me a comment and a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. And I'm sure you all get this part. It needs no explanation. One thing's for sure, I can tell you guys, I have made 4 of these lemon cream cheese pound cakes in the past about 7 or 8 days. So my friends are getting their fill. This pound cake definitely has a great balance between sweet and tart and moisture from the cream cheese. Thank you guys so much for spending some time with me. You know I appreciate it when you come hang out. Don't forget this recipe and others can be found at gdseasoning.com. And I'll see you guys next time.